Alright everyone, quick heads up before this vlog starts. Today's video is going to be a bit more dynamic because what was supposed to be a regular coffee run turned into more of an unplanned adventure. Stay tuned today because we're going to a place called Café Café in São Bernardo with a local friend, Dantas. And you're going to want to stick around if you're into Brazilian coffee concoctions and unplanned adventures. Let's go!
Akira, manda abraço pra ele. Pergunta pra ele quanto fica a aula de café latte.
Latte?
Por que você não tá com a camisa do Discovery hoje?
Hoje eu tô com a camisa da banda.
Ah, tá. So funny story is we met Dantas actually at a coffee shop, right?
Yeah.
Marcelo's Sterno Cafe, and we actually did a bit of a recording there. And then we bumped into each other at another coffee shop. So I think we were made for like just going out for coffees, you know, like he's my coffee buddy. To the point where he brought coffee to the gym. Never in my life did I drink a coffee at the gym, and never in my life did I drink a coffee in a cup. He brought the ceramic cup with him. I'll show you the photo. That's the funniest thing. I was like, you brought coffee actually, yeah? So anyways, now we're going to a coffee shop and the elevator arrived. Next time, Birmingham.
Birmingham, whatever it's called.
Birmingham.
Yeah.
Ciao.
Ciao, bye bye.
Garagem G.
Montar o Discovery Coffees.
Discovering coffees.
Discovery Gas Station.
Também. So here's that story I was telling you about. Today I invited Dantas to work out at my gym. And after our workout and coffee, Dantas asked me if I wanted to ride back to the condo. And I decided to go with the flow and I said yes. We leave the gym, get into his car. Moments later, we go up this super steep hill. So we were coming down here, everything was fine, and then we got close to the light over there, and then the car started kind of like shaking, coughing, yeah. And then we got to the light, and then there was like a couple cars behind us, and he couldn't start the car anymore. So luckily, we just kind of like went down on the side over here, and then we managed to push the car, and this is where actually Dantas took the bottle of Coke that they said no, we're not gonna fill that. So I'm actually happy they said no, because then it would be like you know, free for all. So they said no, but they said no, let's just push it there, because it's actually like a bit of a downhill here. So we pushed it down and we pushed it up, and then yeah, Bob's your uncle, everything was fine. But the thing is, and the surprising thing is, the gauge, he put a quarter in, and the gauge is still there, the same level. Same as when I got in his car after the gym. So anyway, that's gonna be a separate episode. So, bora, Café Café. So stay tuned, we're going to a coffee place. Café especial, não é?
Yes.
And as I mentioned earlier, Dantas, we met him at a coffee shop with Marcelo from Sterna, and then we actually bumped into him in another coffee place that was selling books that actually closed afterwards, but he was going there to buy coffee, like the coffee beans. And we bumped into each other, we're like, oh, let's sit down, let's have a coffee. And he was nice enough to say, look, they're special orders, right? He pre-ordered those coffee packages, and he was gonna leave with 2 packages, and he's like, well, look, I'll sell you one of mine because I live here and I can just get some other time. You guys can't necessarily do that because I think we were going home shortly after. So, and then we just kind of kept in touch. We came back last year, we did a few things, did a few outings, and again, this year we're back. So now for different reasons, but spending a few months in Brazil. So stay tuned, because Café Café is a really cool spot. It's a spot that if you're a tourist, you're probably not gonna know of this place unless like a local tells you about it, and unless you find it on, let's say, Google Maps or something like that. And it's a pretty cool spot. So we're gonna show you the location and Akira, and they also make Caipirinha, né? He does, I heard that he does a Caipirinha, like a coffee Caipirinha. So I have no clue what to expect. If you know, the Caipirinha drink is like the cachaça, you know, like their liquor, the rum from Brazil, and some coffee in there. So I don't know what to expect, but anyway, let's go and check it out. So this is a nice little park that they have outside, right in front of the shopping center, Metrópole, Metropole, as they say in English, but the Portuguese accent is Metrópole. So this is a nice park that they have. And actually another maybe cultural thing in Brazil, we're used to in the Northern Hemisphere, US, Canada, and so on, to having school from September to, then we have a little break for Christmas, and then we're off in like, depending on the school year that you're in, the grade that you're in, May, June, July, or whatever. So then you have that summertime. But here in Brazil, their summer is actually now. So it's December, January, February. These are the summer months. So their time off school is actually, se não me engano, começa em janeiro ou dezembro, né? Antes do Natal.
Sim.
So before Christmas, they go on vacation, and their vacation continues until February. Eu acho que é primeiro dia, né, do fevereiro, tipo assim. So that's their summer and vacation. So, and it makes sense, right? It's like if you're not going to spend 2 months off in the winter time, mind you, the winter in Brazil is not as harsh as we have in Canada. So here, like we're close to the shopping, but you know, not a lot of people are going to have this idea of let's venture out and find like a place near kind of like a dead end. Like the location isn't great, but the location is great because it's filled with greenery, plants, it's like some graffiti designs, and it's a really, really nice spot. Yes. So this is the Café Café, nice big windows over here, and then you have like some nice designs and nice plants. Last time we were here, we actually took a picture, a bunch of us here behind this wall. So it was a nice kind of design. We're actually gonna show the picture in this video, and we're gonna show you also various things like the coffee Caipirinha, so stay tuned for that.
Ah, já que ele vai inventar?
Clever é da hora. Prova.
Clever por ele e mais presta. Dá pra fazer churrasco diferente.
Tá bom.
E aí?
Esse aqui, ó, se eu abrir, não tem como eu falar que não é o que tá escrito aqui.
Com nariz, né?
Nossa, mano, é muito
Forte?
diferente. Parece...
Esse aí foi o que ela me deu, não
Nossa,
foi?
fermentado?
Sim.
Sim.
Akira, não é esse que eu comi?
So they have micro lots. It's like a smaller production, and it's not all the time that they have it. So whenever you come to Brazil and you say micro lot, you can try it, and chances are you're never going to be able to try it ever again because that's the production and that's all that they were able to produce. This one smells really good. Oh yeah. It's fermented with fruits. This one here I think is with lime. Smells a little bit light. And this one, I'm trying to remember, I think it's vanilla and nuts. So here, Akira, the barista, he came and he grounded the coffee and then he brought it to us to smell. And when you go to these special places, they actually do that because that's a special coffee. It's a micro lot, so you're going to get a different flavor. And they're letting you kind of part of the experience. They also ask you, and you pay for it, but they ask you which method you want. And in my case, I decided to go for the clever. Clever is basically like a filtered, but then the water and the coffee stays inside for some time, and then you release the coffee into a cup, and that's it. And Dantas got the AeroPress, which I think we have back home. It's basically like a cylinder. You put the coffee inside, you put the water, and then you just kind of press it through a filter, and the water comes out on the other side. So kind of like an espresso style, right? Yeah. The smell is super good.
It smells like the same coffee.
Now, the only thing too with special coffee is that it takes a little while to prepare, especially if you're asking for a special method, because they need to grind the coffee, they need to prepare the method, boil the water, so it takes a little while before you get it. So if you're in a rush, don't do it. Actually, when we were in Matuca Café in Colombia, Ellie and I had to cancel our order because we had a free walking tour that we had to go to. So we were there for like 30 minutes waiting, because he was going to every table. But what they did differently in Matuca is they came to to the table with the clever, and they showed you the whole process. Touch the coffee, smell the coffee, the whole process. You were a part of it. Here is like half of that.
It's like a coffee experience.
Yeah.
To make the coffee with the client.
You're part of it, exactly. So it's something that you have to block off like 1 hour of your time at least to be able to try the coffee. So yeah, I really like that one. I think this one's going to be...
For me, like same. Seems like to be more concentrated with flavor than that.
Yeah, it's funny. I found this one had more flavor than I'm getting here.
Oh, okay.
Which I thought this one would be more flavorful because it actually soaked in the coffee.
For me, it's the same.
It's the same, yeah? Maybe it's because it was my first sip. There's another thing that even Marcelo taught me, which is he used to bring us a coffee, like super hot coffee. And he said, you know, I want you to experiment it boiling and then kind of lukewarm and then cold. So you know how sometimes there's still coffee left and you're like, oh, it's cold, I'm not going to drink it, it's going to taste bad. In this case, you actually get a different flavor, I find. It's not amargo, you know, it's not... here I am looking for my English words. What is amargo?
Amargo.
Amer in French, bitter.
Bitter.
Nossa.
É.
Tô falando até muito bom em português, que eu tô esquecendo em inglês. But yeah, anyway, it's a really cool experience. And Dantas made some friends here with Akira and Clara. And Clara she has the building, right? There's like upstairs yoga and a place also to do like music. Yes. Good little music room in the back. So we've clearly established that Café Café is a coffee shop. But they also serve food, which Ellie and I experimented during a prior visit. And they also have a liquor license, which allows them to serve cocktails and various types of alcoholic drinks. Here Akira is preparing a delicious cold brew cappuccino. It was mesmerizing watching his every step and his attention to details. Look at that end result. Wouldn't you want to try one of these? And let's not forget that coffee caipirinha. Akira makes it in the traditional way, with the lime, sugar, and cachaça. At first, it sounded like a weird combination, but it makes sense if you think about it. Brazil is known for both coffee and cachaça, making this the perfect mixture. But let's give it a try before claiming anything here. É engraçado, nem parece que tem café.
Não parece?
Não. Você acha? Ah, depois, eu acho que mais no final, né?
É que eu gosto, ele aparece mais café.
Limão vem primeiro. Depois açúcar, depois o final, café.
Mais ácido e mais salgado, né? Então vai aparecer algum salgadinho também no meio.
Sim. Outro também que eu gostei muito se chama Smile Town Coffee. Mas não sei se eles que fazem o café. Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes.
Deu o tal do aéreo?
Entendeu o quê? Pra cima.
Esse café, ele foi torrado no mês 9. Mês 9 é... Setembro, né? Só que quando ele chega pra mim, eu congelo. Ele estava congelado. Então eu consigo reter todas as propriedades porque eu congelo. Sim. Aí as moléculas, elas ficam estáveis.
Tudo bem.
Tá bom?
Mas quando você faz o bloom, ele cresce ou não?
Cresce. Justamente porque eu consigo estabilizar a atividade celular, entendeu?
So that was it. Our experiment or our visit at Café Café. I ended up buying some coffee, but that was it. So follow us if you're not already. Give us a like if you like this content and this new style, more dynamic. And do follow us for the next adventure. Maybe it's going to be at the supermarket, maybe the shopping center. Who knows? Ciao for now.